In this video, we're going to go over in this video, we're going to go over, review, and talk about a DJI collaboration drone made by the Ryze company named Tello. Got that? That's the Ryze drone named Tello. Just to be clear, it's not a DJI drone. It's got some DJI technology in it and Intel parts, mostly stuff probably relating to navigation sensors and flight control to keep it steady, since this drone is primarily an indoor drone. So, made by Ryze, named Tello, not DJI. Alright, let's get into it. The Ryze Tello drone is a tiny, tiny drone. Say drone one more time. Smaller than the DJI Spark, which was already a tiny drone. It has only a 5 megapixel photo camera and it shoots 720 HD video. Now it does have an additional remote, but that remote is mostly just so you have a different control interaction than just sliding your fingers along the surface of your phone. You get to use some joysticks for a more tactile feel, but unlike the remote for the DJI Spark, you don't get any additional distance or functions since the Tello drone is still only connected through your actual phone and its Wi-Fi signal. So you can either only use the phone or use the sort of remote attachment to the phone, but everything else stays the same. Now the Tello drone has got a range of only 100 meters, which is actually 328 feet. Now I know that's sometimes hard to imagine, but 100 meters is 109 yards, so that's essentially a little longer than the length of the playable field on a football field. Alright, so pretty far and pretty much the size of any open field in any city park. Plenty of distance for something this small, especially for something that actually wouldn't be a drone that you'd want to be flying outside on any sort of day that has any amount of wind. It's great for indoors, but it's a little too small and very underpowered to use outside in any sort of windy conditions. Pretty much, oh, and the weight. It weighs 80 grams. And so, I mean, we say that and you say, oh, 80 grams isn't much. That's not much. That is actually 0.18 pounds. Say that again. So this drone, which flies about the length of a football field, weighs 0.18 pounds, less than a quarter of a pound. It is light. Less than half of probably the weight of your iPhone. So it's pretty light. Oh, and the battery. The battery has a flight time of what they say is 13 minutes, which probably means it's more like 9 to 10 minutes, depending on how you use it and everything else. Probably never going to get that 13-minute flight time. But still, for something of this size and fun, 13 minutes, especially when the DJI Spark, which can fly about almost a little over a mile away or something like that, 2 kilometers, it's rated, the batteries on it are rated for 16 minutes, and you can get a good maybe 12 minutes on those, so that you can still fly pretty far. Now almost said it myself, the Ryze Tello drone, it's meant for mainly indoors, and how good is it for that? Actually, pretty great. If you've seen any of the test video or just the sample video of people flying them at CES this past week, you can see it flying pretty steadily inside and not bumping into things. The collaboration with Intel and DJI enabled Ryze to make a very good, very stable indoor drone. They threw in obstacle avoidance and then also automatic safe landing. So if your phone dies or whatever, the drone will automatically land on its own with the obstacle avoidance and not hit anything. Now this drone is not competing with any of DJI's other drone, obviously. It definitely can't compete against the Spark. Can't compete against the Mavic and obviously the Phantom series, and it doesn't even really compete against the Spark at all, since the Spark can fly relatively far compared to this drone, and the camera specs are much higher. What it is it is a great entry-level indoor drone that pretty much takes out all of the worry that most people will have about drones, whether it's not being able to control them or the danger. This drone comes with the propeller guards, and it's relatively small, and it can land in your hand just like the DJI Spark could. Oh, and it's only priced at $99, or rather, it is priced at only $99. So basically, if you ever wanted to try out a drone, this is the one to try, especially, again, at just $99. Now, the release date is set for sometime after March, so probably maybe April 2008, and that's about 3 months away. And I think this will be the one that gets people going. So a good drone, basically the DJI Spark, entry level with the remote is $500 to $600, all right? And it's a little bit of investment, especially if you want to get into drones. But then you see all these other drones which actually look like toys, and you're not too sure about them. But this one, especially at $99, and with the added name recognition of a collaboration with DJI and any of the reviews hopefully that will come out about it, I think that this is a good entry-level drone, especially for indoor use and even a little bit of backyard outdoor use when it's not too windy. And people, once they buy this one, they'll have fun with it. They'll be willing to make the step up to the DJI Spark, and then, it just becomes a terrible habit, like we all know, and then we end up with the 5 Mavericks or something like that. Anyway, all right. I would leave a link to a good price for this drone down in the description below, but it's not out yet, and there are no links to buy it right now. But if you'd like to keep up with these product reviews and other videos of a stuffed animal talking, my name is Joey, about cameras and things, click down there on that subscribe button below. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye. No, really. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Goodbye.